These are 10 amazing new animal species that have been recently discovered. Number 1. Imagine a snake so large it changes what we know about Amazon giants. In 2024, researchers filmed and documented a snake almost 20 feet long in a remote Amazon tributary. Biologists say its body shape and scale pattern differ from typical anacondas, hinting this may be an exceptionally large population or a distinct local form. Cameras caught it hunting capybara at night and sliding through shallow water. For children, it is a jungle giant come to life. For scientists, it raises big questions about how many large animals still hide in remote rivers and what those animals need to survive. Number 2. What if a hedgehog evolved long vampire-like teeth? Scientists found a small hedgehog in a high valley that has elongated canine-like teeth not seen in its cousins. Researchers watched it use these teeth to stab insect larvae and tiny frogs. A surprise shift from the common plant and insect diet. Its skull and jaw mechanics show adaptation to a meteor menu. For children, the animal sounds like fantasy. For biologists, the find proves isolated valleys can push evolution into strange directions and create unexpected specialists. Number 3. Picture a tiny squirrel that fits in your hand and lives in cloud forest mist. Field teams recorded a new dwarf squirrel species that nests in bromeliads and weighs only a few ounces. It leaps between mossy branches with precise hops and helps spread seeds of rare trees as it forages. Scientists missed it for years because it moves at dawn and hides in thick fog, but targeted night surveys finally photographed it. For kids, it is a tiny acrobat with a fluffy tail. For conservationists, the discovery highlights how mountain islands hide unique life that needs protection. Number 4. Imagine a pink-bearded fish living where sunlight dies. Deep ocean explorers filmed a snailfish with soft pink appendages along its face that look like a beard. This species lives in trenches at extreme depth where pressure is crushing and temperatures are near freezing. Its body chemistry and special proteins let it survive conditions that would destroy ordinary animals. In a dark ocean of glowing predators, this gentle pink fish seems otherworldly. Studying such animals expands our knowledge of biology under extreme conditions and may inspire new science. Number 5. What if a starfish had a funny bulb at the back like a tiny chair? Scientists described a deep sea star with a rounded posterior that led to the nickname Big Butt Starfish. The body appears to store fat or water, a strategy rare in echinoderms that likely helps it survive long stretches without food on the abyssal plain. For children, the nickname is silly and easy to remember. For scientists, the starfish opens new questions about how abyssal animals manage energy in some of Earth's toughest environments. Number 6. Imagine spotting a bright orange shark in reef shallows. Divers photographed an albino nurse shark with vivid orange pigmentation, a rare genetic variant that normally would increase visibility to predators. This individual appeared healthy and sheltered inside complex reef structures, suggesting protected, busy reefs can allow rare genetic traits to persist. The sight thrilled tourism operators and raised scientific questions about mate choice and predation risk for rare morphs. For families, it reads like a friendly cartoonish sight. For geneticists, it is a live lesson in genes meeting environment. Number 7. What if naming a new snake helped save its forest home? Scientists described a slender forest snake and named it after a well-known conservation champion. The publicity sparked donations and funded anti-logging patrols and habitat surveys in the region. While naming species after public figures can be debated, in this case, the attention turned discovery into real protection for threatened habitat. For kids, the snake gained a memorable label. For conservationists, the story shows how media and science working together can channel discovery into on-the-ground conservation action. Number 8. Picture a frog perched on a misty tabletop mountain like a living pebble. Researchers found a pebble-textured frog on isolated tepuy plateaus that blends perfectly with lichen and rock. It breeds slowly in tiny seasonal pools and cannot move between plateaus, making each population unique and vulnerable. These flat-top mountains act like islands in the sky and are hotbeds of evolution. Finding a new frog there is a reminder that tiny, remote habitats produce species found nowhere else. The discovery is poetic and a clear conservation call. Number 9. Imagine a crab that lives only in one volcanic crater lake and nowhere else on Earth. Biologists discovered a freshwater crab in an isolated crater lake with uniquely shaped claws and a diet that shifts seasonally from algae to insect larvae. Because it exists in a single tiny place, the species is highly vulnerable to pollution or introduced fish. The discovery united local communities who launched ecotourism and clean water initiatives to protect the lake. For kids, the idea of a lake full of a special crab is magical. For scientists, it shows how tiny habitats support unique life. Number 10. What if a tiny fly went viral and actually helped fund insect research? Entomologists described a small fly with elongated feeding parts and glossy dark scales that give it a dramatic, almost gothic look. Stunning macro photos went viral online and brought donations for insect surveys in remote regions. The public interest shows how striking imagery and clever outreach can turn a minor taxonomy paper into real support for conservation and basic field research. For casual readers, it is a quirky headline. For scientists, it is a welcome boost that helps reveal more of the hidden micro world.